Homerjnick here, with another Diablo 3 Eternal Collection update on consoles. Season 22 started on Friday. Well, resumed on Friday, but we'll get to that in a minute. And this is a season with the Shadow Clones and the 4th Kanaya's Cube slot. Lots of players are looking forward to this season due to the contents of the patch that came with Season 22. But sadly, in the case of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, Blizzard themselves have ruined the Season 22 leaderboards. A quick recap that on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, seasons are generally cheat-free, bar the abuse of the offline save mechanic. We know that non-season is awash with modded and hacked gear, but that's been impossible to get into seasons on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The Nintendo Switch version has modded gear in seasons due to that console's operating system being fully hacked and allows save editing to the full. So for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, we have never had modded gear in seasons, and there's no way to get them in currently, if the season starts properly. So why is Season 22 ruined for a lot of players who play for the leaderboards? Well, shall we take a look at the leaderboards? Let's go to 2-man. And there we have, after a couple of days of season on the PlayStation 4, we have a GR150 done in 2-man. We've got it done in 3-man. We've got it done in 4-man. And we've got it done in solo. So how's that been done? Well, quite simply, they have used modded and hacked gear. So how has modded or hacked gear got into Season 22? Is there a new cheat? Is there a new exploit? A new save editor? Is there a new way to trade with non-season, etc.? The answer is simple and hopefully will only affect Season 22. Users from both Xbox One and PlayStation 4 reported on Wednesday, 2 days before Season 22 was supposed to start, that the season was active. Players created characters, they did their challenge rift, they progressed, and then Blizzard shut that early season start down. And the characters that they created became these kind of hybrid seasonal characters that could access their non-seasonal stash. You can see where I'm going to go with this. Those that got to start early and progress a little could go into their character after Blizzard had suspended the early start of Season 22, and they could fill their inventory with gear from their non-seasonal stash, including, you guessed it, modded gear. But when Season 22 did start on Friday, the players could actually resume their characters that they created on the Wednesday, but with the items that they put in inventory from their non-seasonal stash. This means Xbox One and PlayStation 4 now has modded gear in Season 22. The players who did this can only do this for this season. They can't trade these with others. Thus it's very limited to the players who put modded gear in between the suspension of the early season start and the proper season start. But the damage is done on both Xbox and PlayStation 4 with the leaderboards. This means, of course, that the leaderboards are completely and utterly fucked. Now, while it's not fair that these pricks do this to the community, the reality is that Blizzard has created this scenario for this to happen. They allowed the season to start early, they then suspended it but allowed the players to use the characters, access non-seasonal stash, and then they allowed that these characters could be then resumed when the Season 22 did start. Blizzard's reply in the matter? Silence. They have not engaged or explained to the console community what has happened. PC servers went down for about an hour on launch day. For sure, the community managers were all over that and posting in the PC community forums. Console communities gets treated like second-class citizens. So there you go. If you're wondering why there is modded gear in Season 22 on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, it's Blizzard's fault. They started the season early, they then paused it, allowed players to fill their items full of modded gear, and then when Season 22 did start, they allowed that characters to be resumed. Thus, for the future, if Blizzard makes sure that doesn't happen again and then seasons do start on time, properly, then modded gear should only be a part of this season, season 22, and not future seasons. I'm a disappointed and annoyed homerjnick, and I'm out of here.